everyone, it's Sheila and welcome to my channel. So today's video is inspired by something that I get asked a lot, and I thought, you know what, how about I just put this in video form? People often mistake my age. They usually think I'm a lot younger than what I am, and so often they say to me, what do you do to look so young? Or when I get to be your age, I hope I look half as good. Now, I'm not bragging by no means whatsoever, because honestly, I do know that most of my looks come from my genetics. I'm just blessed that way. Therefore, I don't take anything for granted. I really do feel like I'm very, very blessed. But if I can share some of my tips with you all, because there are some things that I do that I feel definitely helps in me not looking old. Now, of course, I'm using those terms, but please don't take offense to that. I'm just kind of saying that because that's really what a lot of people say to me. I look so old. Using the word old, but not to be taken in vain. The first two that I'm going to mention are cliche. I bet you can already guess what I'm going to say. You guessed it, exercise. I know, no one likes to do it, and everyone feels like that's what everyone says, but it's true. Exercise is very important in keeping ourselves looking good. Now, I could tell you that you need to hit the gym full force several times a week, work out several hours a day. I'm not gonna say that because I honestly don't think that's necessary. What I do feel like though, is that you gotta keep that body moving. You've gotta be active. So if you don't wanna have a gym membership, because I know they are expensive, and you may feel like I'm not really going to go and I don't wanna waste my money. I totally get that too. Go for a walk around your block. Every night after dinner, maybe you and your spouse, your significant other, just take a quick walk. You'll be amazed at just the difference in what that will do. Park at the grocery store. Don't look for the space that's closest to the front. Look for the space that's the furthest to the back and walk from there to the grocery store. You're moving your body. But most important, 20 to 30 minutes, at least 3 times a week. That's so important, and I promise you will definitely look better and feel better because the body is actually moving. The next thing I'm gonna say, I know, here we go again. I'm saying something that you know I'm going to say. Having the proper diet. This is a tough one, I get it, because what is the proper diet? Especially now when you hear about gluten-free, low carbs, you hear about keto, you hear about so many different things. What I'm going to suggest is contact your doctor, make that appointment, go visit your doctor, and say to your doctor, you know, I'm hitting up in that 50 plus club, and I want to make sure that I'm eating properly, that I'm doing the best thing for my heart, for my cholesterol, my high blood pressure. Have that heart-to-heart with your doctor. Let the doctor decide what is best for you. Not your best friends, not your neighbors, not the weekly diet that's happening on Facebook. I strongly, strongly recommend that you consult your physician and allow him or her to direct you in that department. But I will say fruits and vegetables, probably on the list. But you can't eat everything and anything, especially once you turn 50. Y'all know, I know, because it became a struggle for me, and I was so uncomfortable with my weight gain, and I had to take a stand. Okay, so now we're gonna get into some that I'm sure you've heard of before, but you're probably like, you know it in the back of your head, but you're kind of thinking, I don't really wanna do that, because that require me giving up my TV show, or something like that. So let's talk about being productive after work and on the weekend. See, it's so easy to come home from work, get on the couch, grab the remote, and watch TV until it's time to have dinner. Then you eat dinner, get back on the couch, watch a little bit more TV, and then you go to bed. The weekend sometimes, what do you say? It's time for me to get my sleep. Don't get me wrong, getting your sleep is very important. Getting too much sleep is not good for you. A lazy body makes for a lazy mind. So get off that couch, do something in the evenings. You could say one night out of the week, after dinner, I'm gonna take a walk in the mall. Now that's killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You're getting some exercise and you're using your mind, making the mind excited. You're utilizing your time wisely. On the weekend, sometimes you just want to have that moment where you just do nothing, and I totally get that, and that's okay. But you also have to remember, you can't do that every weekend. You can use, let's say out of the month and say, this is the Saturday or the Sunday, that's gonna be my bed. Every single weekend, sleeping until 10, 11 o'clock, It's not good for you. You're not being productive. There's things you could be doing. The body could be moving. Pull out the board games. You and your significant other can play some board games in the evenings and on the weekends. So the next thing we're going to talk about is your appearance. Now, I know this one can get a little sticky, so please understand that I'm not saying anything negative at all. And your appearance is really what you make it. What I may say look good for me may not be what you say look good for you. Like I said, you guys know I'm very extra, so I always require a lot. But I will say this, that the older we get, we do have to apply a little bit more effort than what we did 20 years before. 20 years ago, I didn't have to worry about these bags being under my eyes. Even when I stayed out all night. You can say one night a week, guess what? I'm gonna take a bubble bath. I'm gonna mask my skin. I'm going to do my nails while I'm sitting in the bubble bath. So I'm doing things to make myself look better. I'm being productive. Even though you're sitting in the bathtub, you're not just sitting on the couch. You're doing something with your body and your mind. Going through your closet in the evenings, after you've had that bubble bath, after you've masked, you're feeling 10 years younger. The nails are looking good. You men, yes, you can do your nails too, because you can do things like cutting your nails down or filing your nails. Especially if you're gonna be shaking people's hands throughout your work day. Utilize that bathtub for more than just taking a bath. But once all of that is done, walk inside your closet and take a good look at the clothes that's inside your closet. Look to see what things fit you properly and what things don't. Because again, as we age, our body structure do change. So some things that may have fit you even just a year ago may not fit you the same, even if you weigh the same weight. Things just change. And also look at those clothes. See if they're outdated. You know, it's so easy for us to hold on to certain things. The things that kind of come in season and go out of season, sometimes we just have to let those go. Then there's some things that we know that are classics. They're always going to be in season, but make sure that they look good, like a white shirt. How long can you keep a white shirt before a white shirt's going to look dingy? So go through your closet, making sure that the clothes that you have are in the best shape and that they fit your body. I promise you, you're going to feel better and you're going to look better. The next thing I'm going to say is your annual or your monthly routine or your age cycled out routine visits, such as colonoscopies, such as making sure your heart's being checked. That is something that is so important as we get older, sure that we are the healthiest we can be. And again, if there is something wrong at that point, that's when the doctor can steer you in the right direction, giving you a more strenuous exercise program or less strenuous exercise program, making sure you're eating the proper foods, making sure if you are needing medications that you're on the right medications. Very, very important. I know how scary it is because honestly, y'all, every single year when my mammogram time rolls around, I get so nervous. A few days afterwards, I'm even more afraid because I'm always afraid of what we'll hear, because that is that one thing that no woman wants to hear. But I do it every year. And as I'm making that appointment, I just ask God for his grace. The colonoscopy, so important. When I did mine, I actually didn't do mine until I think I was like 52, maybe. I think it was about 52 when I did mine. And you're technically supposed to do it at 50. Honestly, at 50, I won't lie, I didn't do it for the mere fact. Guess what? Down inside, I was scared. But then I realized how important it was, and I went on and did it. And so now it's behind me. So the last thing I want to share with you all is positive thoughts. Now, none of the stuff that I've said to you will mean anything at all if you don't think positive about yourself. It is so easy for us to think negative. As we get older, we start to see things change, and we start to worry and think about those things as they change, but we can't. A lot of people always ask me, why is it that I celebrate my entire month for my birthday, which is almost here? And you guys know, I celebrate from August 1st to the last day. I take every bit of it in because I have a positive mind. I'm gonna be 54 years old, and I know that I look darn good for 54. I'm so blessed that I'm healthy. I'm so blessed that I'm in my right mind. I'm so blessed, I'm so blessed, I'm so blessed. So I enjoy every moment. And I know that gets me through a lot. And even though I've had some rough times lately, and I've shared with you guys a lot of the rough times that I've had, y'all, I'm telling you, even in my roughest of times, I make sure I hold a positive mind. Deep down in my mind, I'm telling myself, I got this. I'm telling myself, I am beautiful. I'm telling myself, I'm gonna take care of me. I'm telling myself all of these great things because I know that every day that I wake up, half the battle for my success in my day is having that positive mind. So if you found any of these tips helpful to y'all, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And on that note, if you are a first-time watcher, I ask that you hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you. Bye.